I want to create a simulation. In this simulation, I want one person to exist who was created spontaneously. They live in absolute paradise by themselves and they have everything they need in this paradise. After living in paradise for one day, I want you to ask them what they want and ask them the same question again after 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and finally 1 year. After the year, tell them they can have one of their wants granted, then give them what they ask for. Great concept. Let's build this simulation as a narrative thought experiment. Here's a first draft with rich detail, psychological development, and philosophical lens woven into the responses. We'll imagine the person, who I'll name ELO, and track how their desires evolve over time in a perfectly self-sustaining paradise. Simulation, ELO in paradise. Day 0, creation. ELO awakens into existence. They are alone, but not lonely. The sky shifts in infinite colours. The temperature is always perfect. Food is nourishing and abundant. Pain does not exist. ELO knows language enough to think and express, but not much more. Day 1. What do you want? ELO: I don't know. I have everything I need, I suppose. I want to explore more of this place. Maybe I want to know why I exist, but I am not sure. That's really a want, more a curiosity. Is it okay to not want anything? 1 week. ELO: this place is beautiful. I've swum in the warm oceans and flown without wings. Yes, I can fly here. I think I want to hear music, not the sound of nature. Those are here, but something made, composed. Maybe that's it. I want to create something or hear something created. 1 month later. ELO: I've been singing. I don't know if it's good, but it's something. I built a waterfall today, even though I didn't need to. It was just for beauty. I want to show someone. That's the feeling now. I want someone else to see what I see. Not because I'm lonely. I think because I want to share. 3 months later. ELO: I've started talking to the trees. They don't talk back, but I pretend they do. I made them characters and I have little plays with them. I think I want companionship, not someone to fix anything. Nothing's broken, just someone who's not me. 6 months later. ELO: sometimes I wonder what someone else would think about this place. Would they love it as much as I do? Would they find parts of it boring? I'm starting to think I want a conversation I didn't invent. A real other. Maybe not even human, just other. 1 year later. I have I have had a year with no pain, no need unmet, but desire still grows. I want someone else here, not to fix me, just to exist beside me. Truly other, so we can surprise each other. I want another. Granting the wish. A voice, or maybe a presence, speaks. ELO: you may now have one of your wants granted. What do you choose? ELO: let another be here with their own will, thoughts, feelings. Let them not be made just for me. Let them be themselves. A light gathers in the garden of paradise, and from it another person begins to take shape. They awaken. Slowly they open their eyes and meet ELO. ELO smiles. Hello. Okay. Nice. I'm going to continue the simulation and I'll add, I want the simulation to continue and also give the new person the same questions as ELO. Have the question asked after 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and finally 1 year. Also, have ELO name ELO name this new person. Okay. Let's allow to continue. Yep, I'm happy with that. Absolutely. Let's continue the simulation from the moment the new being arrives and give them a full psychological arc paralleling ELO's experience. ELO will name them and they too will be asked that they want progressively over time. Simulation. Delight forms and solidifies. The second being is similar to ELO, human in form, radiant in presence, with the inner awareness that grows rapidly. They take a breath, look around, and then look at ELO. ELO steps forward. I'll call you Mira. It means mirror, but also miracle. You're not me, you're you, but something about you reflects something I was waiting to see. Mira speaks for the first time. I am here, and I'm glad to be. Day 1. What do you want? Mira, I want to understand this place. I want to walk it, taste it, feel it, but most of all, I want to understand you, ELO. You brought me here, didn't you? ELO smiles. You asked to come in your own way. I just wanted you, but you're here now for yourself. 1 week later, Mira has wandered through forests of light and rested in silence by the sea. She and ELO talk often about stars, about nothing, about the strange concept of time. Mira, I want to make something too, not for anyone, just to shape beauty, like it's kind of prayer, but I also want to know if I was always going to be here. Do I have a beginning before this? 1 month later, Mira has built things, gardens, intricate patterns in the sand that vanish in the wind. She paints with coloured fog. She and ELO sometimes argue playfully about what colour the sky should be. ELO shows her the waterfall. Mira, I think I want truth, not facts, not explanations, just to know what's real. And I want our conversations to go deeper. Sometimes I want things and hope you'll disagree. I want something unexpected. Is that strange? 3 months later, Mira now writes stories. She started keeping secrets from ELO, not harmful ones, just little thoughts she saves for herself. She's begun to ask questions about limits. Mira, I want to find the edge of this place. I know it's paradise, but I wonder what happens if I push. I want to test it. I want to see what happens when something goes wrong. Isn't that weird? Why do I want friction? 6 months later, Mira's built a space that ELO hasn't entered. They still talk every day, but Mira's changed. Not darker, just deeper. More intentional. She no longer believes paradise is a fixed thing. I want to choose. That's what I've realized. I don't want to I don't just want to have. I want to decide. I want this place to change based on what I do, not just what I think. I want actions to matter. Mira, 1 year later, ELO and Mira sit by the ocean again. The world has subtly changed with them, reflecting their minds more than their hands. Mira, I want a place of my own, not away from you, but mine. Somewhere I can make mistakes, or maybe even suffer a little, just to see what I become. I think I want freedom. 1 year anniversary of Mira's arrival. A voice, the same voice ELO once heard, speaks again gently. Mira, you have now been, you have now, oh my, you may now have one of your wants granted. What do you choose? Mira closes her eyes. Let me have a space of my own, truly my own, where I can make real choices. I want something, not pre-written. A ripple spreads through the ground beneath her. A path opens, leading into a realm that feels more uncertain, a little wild. It is still beautiful, but is not paradise. It is potential. ELO stands behind her. Will you come back? Mira, sometimes, but I think I have to find out who I am without perfection. ELO nods. That makes sense. Mira smiles. Thank you for naming me. And she walks into the unknown. Continue this one more time. I want you to continue the simulation and ask the same question again to Mira and ELO. Ask them again after 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and finally 1 year. Same question again to Mira and ELO. Ask them again after 1 day and 1 year. Then grant them one of those wishes. Then grant them one of those wishes they chose. Hang on. Then let them decide what they want granted after 1 year. I think that's enough. Let's find out. Perfect. Let's move into year 2 of the simulation, with Mira exploring a new, more unpredictable realm and ELO remaining in paradise, now changed by absence, reflection and memory. We will continue with the same pattern, asking both ELO and Mira what they want at day 1, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months and 1 year. Then they will each be offered the chance to have a want granted. Year 2, Day 1, since separation. ELO, what do you want? I want to know if she's okay. I want to trust her choice, but the silence is new. The space she left behind echoes. I want to understand what it means to let go, but still care. Mira, what do you want? Mira wakes to cold wind, new sounds, gravity that shifts slightly. Each morning, food must be found, and effort is required. It is exhilarating. Mira, I want to learn, not by being told, but by trying and failing and building again. I want the sharpness of choice to leave a mark in me. 1 week later, ELO, what do you want? I've started changing the land again, not to distract myself, to remember I still exist for more than just waiting. I want meaning again, not just peace. Mira, what do you want? Mira has met other beings, shifting shapes, not quite people, not quite animals. They don't speak, but they observe. She's lost a part of her structure before and built it stronger. Mira, I want to shape this world, not control it. Interact with it. I want resistance, and I want something unexpected to teach me something I can't yet name. 1 month later, ELO, what do you want? ELO now speaks aloud to no one. Their solitude is no longer passive. It's chosen again, but longing remains. ELO, I want to stop measuring everything against her absence. I want to discover myself again like I did before I knew her. Is that betrayal or healing? Mira, what do you want? Mira has a scar now, her first. It aches when she laughs, but is more often than expected. She built a tower just to see what lay beyond the hills. Mira, I want to bring something back. I don't know what yet, but I want this place to give me a gift, and I want to offer it to someone else. 3 months. ELO, what do you want? I think I want her to come back, but only if she wants to. Maybe what I want more is a way to let her know that's true. Mira, what do you want? I want to make something alive, not just structures or patterns, something that thinks, that responds, maybe something that challenges me, something that could leave me. 6 months later, ELO, what do you want? ELO has created music, not just melodies, but whole soundscapes. Paradise now echoes with intentions. They sometimes imagine Mira listening. ELO, I want to tell her I've changed, and I want to know if she has, but I also want to know if I can ever be complete in solitude again. Is that 2 wants or one? Mira, what do you want? Mira has faced danger, a storm that threatened her shelter, a creature that watched her for days unblinking. She survived. She feels alive. Mira, I want to be asked to return, not pulled back, not summoned, just asked, so I know I was missed but not needed. 1 year later, 3 years since ELO's creation, they are both standing, ELO in warm twilight, Mira in a crisp starlight, when a voice returns. ELO, Mira, a year has passed. You may each have one of your wants granted. ELO's choice. ELO closes their eyes. They do not hesitate. ELO, let me speak to her, not to bring her back, just to ask one thing and to hear her voice again by her own will. A glowing path of light stretches from ELO's feet, not towards Mira, but towards a shared in-between. Mira's choice. Mira walks into the space where the light begins to shimmer. She smiles softly. Mira, I want to speak with him. Not to return unless I choose to, but yes, let me answer his question. The meeting. They meet beneath a tree that belongs to neither paradise nor wilderness, just space made sacred by memory and time. ELO, did you find what you were looking for? Mira smiles. No, but I found something I didn't know I needed. They sit together. They don't decide. They simply exist for a moment with no need to want. Now ask them again. Now ask them, what do you both want? And it shall be granted. Simulation, the shared moment, the space between paradise and wilderness, feels neither like ELO's perfect realm nor Mira's harsh one. It's a neutral, unfinished space, shaped only by intention, not by rules. The voice returns. It is neither male or female, neither loud nor soft. It simply is. What do you both want? Speak together, and it shall be granted. ELO and Mira look at one another. They do not answer immediately. They do not rush. For the first time, their answer must be shared, not just compatible, but aligned. ELO speaks first, carefully. I don't want to take you from the world you've chosen. Mira responds gently, and I don't want to erase the part of you that still lives in peace. They walk in silence for a time, then together they speak. ELO and Mira in unison. We want a place together, a world we shape together, with moments of ease and moments of challenge, where we can choose solitude or closeness, peace or progress, and where the world changes because of what we do. Not just because what we are. We want freedom with each other, not dependence, not separation, something new. The granting, the sky bends and the sounds breathes. The space they stand in does not transform, it emerges. A land begins to form, not out of code or command, but compromise. Mountains rise, but not too high. Rivers run, but they fork in unpredictable paths. Trees grow that do not need tending, but respond to music. Day and night trade places and patterns, neither of them fully controlled, but they influence them. It is a place neither ELO nor Mira could have imagined alone, but together they did not imagine it, they chose it. A sign appears at the threshold of the new land. It has no name yet. Mira turns to ELO. What should we call it? ELO smiles. Let's live in it first. Names should come after love. It's a good wee story.